are you doing today?
Awesome.
Fantastic. First question first. If the blip had happened to you, Sam himself, after 5 years and you've been reunited with your friends and family, what is the first thing you think you'd want to do that you haven't done in those 5 years?
I hadn't done in those 5 years? I guess hug my family.
Yeah, well, like all the important stuff.
And check my bank account.
Make sure it's all still there.
Yes.
There's nothing like, there's no food.
Blip me away, don't blip away that.
And it would have accrued interest as well while you were
We would
gone.
hope so, yes.
So that's handy. Congratulations on the movie. I had a real fun time watching it.
Oh, good.
There was a really good, interesting chemistry between yourself and Peter Parker in this because, you're kind of coming at it from two different angles, but there is, your character in this is holding his cards close to his chest, let's say. Have you had the opportunity to watch it with an audience where they have kind of gasped at the reaction? You haven't yet?
No.
The press show was like, normally journalists, they're quite reserved, but there was a good few moments in it where it was like,
good.
And you were responsible for more than one of them. So
okay.
I look forward to seeing it with a full audience.
Yeah.
You have been around since the first Iron Man. It's just yourself and Jon Favreau, I think, are the only two who have made it this far, so far. What has been the biggest, I guess, change or the biggest, interest story for you since in those years?
I would guess that there are things that have happened that moved Nick Fury in different directions, and I guess the first one was when the Winter Soldier reveal, when he's sent away to kind of find out what's going on, the Red Skull and all those people, Hydra, and where he's been, where was he during Civil War when the kids were fighting, and he could have come back and might have changed the course of what was going on there, if he'd been there. And then to get to Captain Marvel and find out that there was a time he did not know that there were extraterrestrials and people with superpowers, and that learning curve for him and his relationship with her, to this particular place where he's been blipped out, and when he comes back and he admits that, I'm so used to knowing everything, now I know nothing. So he's not real happy about that and kind of grumpy.
Yeah, well, that's totally understandable. When it comes to the other superheroes, that like you've teamed up really, really well with Captain Marvel. I thought that was a lovely pairing. Again, lovely team up with this. Is there another one in the MCU that you'd love, almost like a buddy cop movie with? Is there another one you think you'd pair well with?
Oh, I probably had some interesting adventures with Natasha, so I'm not sure what happens in her origin story or if I show up or not.
You're not sure yet?
Not sure yet.
Okay. Is there a particular? Are you like fully versed in like the history of Nick Fury, as in like
Pretty
different
much.
directions?
I thought I was until I lost my eye.
Sure.
But I don't know.
Is there a particular interesting story from the comic books that you'd like your version of Nick Fury to take on the big screen?
No, not really. Because, the version of Nick Fury that's always been before, the Ultimates, was something that was totally different.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of different angles for you to take this in, and again, the post-credit scene for this, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it really does kind of take it again in a whole new direction. What was your reaction, I guess, to seeing how the future of the MCU is going to be, considering how Far From Home ends?
I think it's great. All the movies in the MCU have their own timbre and their own sort of genre. It's interesting to go from Iron Man to what the attitudes are in that movie, to the Avengers, to Guardians of the Galaxy, to Doctor Strange, to Spider-Man. They're all very different. And they all serve a different sensibility for an audience. So I think, they've tapped into something that's going to be great, and just listening to what they're planning, with the Asian version of whatever, the universe is going to take on, to the new casting that they keep talking about, the other people, from even hearing Kevin say, well, we're trying to get, Keanu Reeves to join the Marvel Universe. It's gonna go, what would that be? John Wick and the Marvel Universe.
Well,
okay,
that would be perfect.
Hey, I'm about it.
And if you're not in that film, I think everyone will be super disappointed too. We need Sam and Keanu in the MCU together. Sam, thank you so much.
That would be awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.